Not lions. Not tigers. It's these true foxes that are actually the most widely spread predators on the planet. How do they manage to make it through the bitter cold of the Arctic winter and survive in some of the harshest deserts on Earth? Right now, let's find the answers with all 12 fox species of Vulpes, hunting, prey, and survival strategies. There are 12 species known as true foxes, all belonging to the genus Vulpes. They can be found across most continents, each one shaped by evolution to fit the unique conditions of its environment. In North America, the continental climate, with its freezing winters and hot, humid summers, has created an ideal habitat for the swift fox and the kit fox. These two are often referred to as the Gemini foxes because of their striking similarities in size, physical structure, and ecological behavior. The swift fox is the smallest canid in North America and ranks among the tiniest fox species in the world. Historically, its range stretched across much of the Great Plains, from central Alberta down to central Texas, and from North Dakota to central Colorado. Its disappearance from Canada in the 1930s was a direct result of habitat loss, hunting pressure, and competition from larger predators. Since the 1980s, well-organized reintroduction programs have successfully restored swift fox populations in southern Alberta and Saskatchewan. In the United States, stable populations are found in the states of Montana, Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, with scattered sightings recorded in Minnesota and North Dakota between 2005 and 2013. Even with this range expansion, as of 2009, the swift fox occupied only about 3% of its historical range in Canada and 44% in the United States. True to its name, the swift fox is agile and fast, highly adapted to life in open grasslands. Its lightweight body, long legs, and flexible bone structure allow it to excel in both escape and pursuit strategies. It can chase down prey at speeds reaching up to 60 kilometers per hour. The swift fox has a diverse, opportunistic diet, with its food sources varying by season and region. About 68% of its diet consists of small mammals. In Kansas and Nebraska, murid rodents are a common prey. In South Dakota, the black-tailed prairie dog plays a central role in its food web. Additionally, prey like ground squirrels and the American badger not only serve as nutrition, but also leave behind burrow systems that the swift fox can reuse. Even smaller than the swift fox is the kit fox, the tiniest fox species in North America. The only officially recognized subspecies is the San Joaquin kit fox, named for its long-standing geographic isolation in California's San Joaquin Valley. This population was once estimated at 7,000 individuals in 1990, but had declined significantly by 2011. It has been listed as endangered under the Endangered Species Act since 1967, and as threatened in California since 1971. The kit fox's range mainly includes desert and semi-arid grassland regions of the southwestern United States, extending across Oregon, Colorado, Nevada, Utah, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and into northern Mexico. They've developed fur on the soles of their feet to protect against ground heat and use their large ears to effectively release excess body heat. Though they are primarily wildland dwellers, kit foxes have adapted to living in small-scale agricultural areas and even within some urban environments. In Bakersfield, California, this fox has sustained a long-term presence, making use of railway corridors, canal banks, levee islands, and even schoolyards and golf courses for denning and raising young. The kit fox is an opportunistic forager, with a broad and adaptable diet and a strong preference for carrion. The kangaroo rat is a key food source, often surpassing other rodents in importance within California. When kangaroo rats become scarce, kit foxes quickly shift to eating more insects such as beetles, grasshoppers, scorpions, and crickets. They will also occasionally consume fruits like tomatoes or cactus fruit, especially during drought seasons, when natural prey becomes limited. Head up into the far north, and you'll find the Arctic fox. Fox. This species is native to the Arctic tundra and widely distributed across northern Europe, northern Asia, and North America. The Arctic fox is a close relative of the swift fox and kit fox, yet its evolutionary origins trace back to the Tibetan Plateau. The out-of-Tibet hypothesis suggests that the ancestors of this species lived at elevations over 4,700 meters during the Pliocene epoch before spreading into glaciated regions during the Pleistocene. These foxes mainly inhabit tundra and drifting sea ice, but they can also be found in boreal forests and at elevations reaching up to 3,000 meters. Their compact body structure and a dense winter coat, about 1.4 times thicker than in summer, help them withstand temperatures as low as -70 degrees Celsius. Short legs, a short muzzle, and rounded ears are adaptations consistent with Allen's rule, helping to minimize heat loss. Although they remain active year-round, Arctic foxes reduce movement during winter to conserve energy, while building up fat reserves in the fall, sometimes increasing their body weight by over 50% to help maintain core temperature. There are two coat color morphs in this species. The white morph is more common and shifts seasonally, turning pure white in winter and brown or gray in summer. The blue morph retains a charcoal gray color year-round and is more prevalent in Iceland, where its appearance provides better camouflage among basalt rocks and low snow terrain. Arctic foxes have highly sensitive hearing and smell, allowing them to detect prey under snow up to 100 centimeters thick and dive in with pinpoint accuracy. They also engage in caching behavior, storing food during times of plenty to get through periods of scarcity. Isotope analyses show that cached eggs can still hold nutritional value more than 60 days later. Their diet leans heavily towards small animals, such as lemmings, voles, bird chicks, ringed seal pups, fish, carrion, and even berries or seaweed. Population levels often fluctuate based on lemming cycles that occur every 3 to 5 years. When prey is abundant, a single Arctic fox family can raise as many as 18 pups. However, warming climates and the expanding range of the red fox now pose a serious challenge to their survival. The red fox moves into southern territories, takes over Arctic fox habitat, preys on their young, and gradually replaces them in parts of their former range. In Scandinavia, Arctic fox populations are now considered critically endangered, while in Iceland, numbers have rebounded strongly thanks to focused monitoring and protection efforts. Not only found in North America and gradually expanding into the Arctic, the red fox is the most widely distributed land-dwelling carnivore, with a range covering nearly 70 million square kilometers across North America, Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It is also the largest fox species within the genus Vulpes. There are 45 recognized subspecies, but 3 high-altitude subspecies in western North America, Cascade, Sierra Nevada, and Rocky Mountain, red fox, stand out due to their geographic isolation and distinct characteristics. Among them, the Cascade red fox has been separated for around 15,000 years and is now facing a critically endangered status. The red fox has a compact body, ranging from 3 to 14 kilograms depending on the subspecies, with fur that varies by region, thicker in colder climates and lighter in warmer areas. Its sense of smell, vision, and hearing are all highly developed, enabling it to detect small prey beneath 30 centimeters of snow using only sound. The red fox is an exceptionally versatile predator. It hunts rodents such as voles, marmots, and hamsters, along with birds and rabbits. During winter, it actively targets rodents moving under the snow. It can also make use of human-provided food sources, fruits, garbage, livestock feed, adapting its diet with the seasons. In central Anatolia, more than 57% of its diet consists of fruit during warmer months. By winter, over 89% of its intake shifts to mammals. When hunting, the red fox remains still, listening intently to pinpoint its prey then leaps high into the air, reaching speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Launching from its hind legs, it can leap over 4 meters, striking before the prey has time to react to the surprise attack. Its survival and adaptability are further highlighted by food caching behavior, burying surplus food to save for times of scarcity. It also varies its hunting strategies seasonally and adjusts its biological rhythm to conserve energy. However, this species' rapid spread also poses risks to native wildlife, Arctic foxes among them. In Australia, the red fox is listed among the 100 worst invasive species in the world, having caused major declines in native animals, such as wallabies and bilbies. There's only one representative from southern Africa, the Cape fox, the only species within the genus Vulpes that lives in the sub-Saharan region. It is the earliest diverging lineage among living Vulpes species, meaning it holds a foundational position in the evolutionary history of the genus. It's also the smallest canid in southern Africa, with an average weight between 2.5 and 4.5 kilograms, and occasionally reaching up to 5 kilograms. During the day, they shelter in self-dug dens, or reuse abandoned burrows from spring hares to escape the heat. While they are skilled burrowers, they also show remarkable wisdom in renovating existing dens. Cape foxes have excellent night vision and hearing, along with sharp jaws and teeth built for tearing meat and crushing insect shells. On average, a single fox consumes nearly 3,860 rodents per year, about 11 per day. When conditions are tough, they shift to feeding on insects, reptiles, bird chicks, carrion, and even berries and vegetation. Locally, they're also known as dry jackals, thanks to their ability to reach speeds of 48 kilometers per hour and make sharp, sudden turns to evade predators. Among them, the pale fox, also known as the African sand fox or pallid fox, is found along the Sahel belt, stretching from Senegal to Sudan. Its primary habitat includes dry sandy plains in the semi-arid Sahel region, where it favors rocky slopes, canyon walls, and dry stream beds. Its pale yellow coat provides excellent camouflage, while its large ears enhance both prey detection and heat dissipation in the hot desert environment. Their dens are often complex, with tunnels stretching 10 to 15 meters in length and reaching up to 2 meters deep underground, lined with dry plant material to help regulate temperature. To survive in a food-scarce environment, the pale fox primarily feeds on insects like beetles, grasshoppers, and scorpions, with rodents making up only a small portion of its diet. When food is limited, it supplements with wild fruits and carrion. It can absorb most of the water it needs directly from its food, rarely requiring water from other sources. The Fennec fox is the smallest member of the genus Vulpes, and also the tiniest fox species in the world, with a head and body length of just around 400 millimeters, and a weight ranging from 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. Its range extends across the Sahara Desert, from western Sahara and Mauritania to northern Sudan, Egypt, and the Sinai Peninsula. The Fennec fox's coat is long and soft, with a pale sandy color that reflects sunlight during the day and provides insulation during the cold desert nights. Its oversized ears, up to 152 millimeters long, not only help with heat dissipation, but also enhance hearing, allowing it to detect prey while hunting at night. Thick fur on the soles of its feet protects against hot sand and makes it easier to move across soft, shifting terrain. Its diet is highly varied, including insects such as beetles, grasshoppers, and scorpions, along with small rodents, lizards, small birds and their eggs, and even plant roots, leaves, and wild fruits. The Fennec fox hunts alone, using its sharp hearing to locate prey beneath the sand, then digging rapidly with all 4 feet to capture it. It doesn't need to drink freestanding water thanks to specialized kidneys that conserve moisture and its ability to absorb water from food. When environmental temperatures exceed 38 degrees Celsius, it begins to pant, with its breathing rate increasing from 23 to as many as 690 breaths per minute to regulate body temperature. Evaporative water loss can account for up to 75% of its total heat exchange. In North Africa, the Middle East, and southwestern Asia, The Vulpes fox displays remarkable survival abilities. It prefers sandy or rocky terrain and dry grasslands with sparse vegetation, such as Fagonia indica, Stipagrostis species, and Panicum turgidum, and is occasionally found in arid coastal regions. As a warm-blooded animal, the Vulpes fox survives both cold nights and extremely hot days by maintaining a stable internal body temperature. It can go several days without drinking freestanding water, relying entirely on moisture from its food. Its ability to concentrate urine is significantly higher than that of the red fox, reducing water loss through urination under arid conditions. The diet of Vulpes fox is highly varied and shifts by region. It hunts and consumes invertebrates like beetles, grasshoppers, ants, and termites, as well as small vertebrates such as rodents, lizards, snakes, and birds. Blanford's fox is perhaps the least known species within the genus Vulpes, found in arid and rocky mountain regions of Western Asia, Central Asia, and parts of South Asia. It was once placed in the genus Fennecus due to its small size and morphological similarities to the Fennec fox, but it is now officially classified under Vulpes. From a phylogenetic standpoint, Blanford's fox is the closest living relative to the Fennec fox. Both species belong to the group of 8 desert foxes that have evolved highly specialized adaptations for surviving in harsh desert environments, and they share similar ecological traits. As an omnivore, Blanford's fox primarily feeds on insects and fruits, nutrient sources that are relatively accessible in dry habitats. It typically emerges from its den around dusk and stays active throughout the night in search of food. Thanks to its sharp hearing and small body size, it can track prey and pursue it through narrow rocky crevices that are inaccessible to larger predators. Its agility, precise movements, and strong climbing ability all enhance its hunting efficiency. The final footprints of the true fox species lead us into Central and East Asia. The name Corsac fox comes from the Turkic word karsak, meaning steppe fox. This species is widely distributed across Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Mongolia, China, and extends into northern Iran and Afghanistan. These regions are known for their harsh winters, hot, dry summers, and limited biological resources. The Corsac fox is a nomadic species. Rather than maintaining fixed territories, it moves in response to seasonal changes and resource availability. In winter, when snow cover exceeds 15 centimeters and hunting becomes difficult, it may travel as far as 600 kilometers south. Along the way, it skillfully follows trails created by herds of antelope, using them as efficient travel routes and opportunities to hunt. When hunting, the Corsac fox relies on its keen hearing to detect even the faintest sounds, then leaps into the air and dives precisely onto its prey, leaving little chance for escape. Although its teeth are smaller than those of other fox species, they are finely tuned for slicing and chewing the flesh of rodents, especially prey with slender bones and dense muscle. While typically solitary hunters in the summer, Corsac foxes may form small social groups in the winter, often consisting of breeding pairs and their young. With its distinctive square-shaped face and famously squinting deadpan expression, chances are you've come across a meme featuring the Tibetan fox. This species is endemic to the Tibetan Plateau. Its range extends from the northern Himalayas and border regions of Nepal, India, and Bhutan, to the western and southwestern provinces of China, including Qinghai, Gansu, Xinjiang, Yunnan, and Sichuan. The Tibetan fox is perfectly adapted to elevations from 2,500 to over 5,300 meters, where freezing temperatures and low oxygen levels make survival difficult for most animals. Its dense double-layered coat, with seasonally shifting colors, provides excellent insulation and camouflage in the cold, arid highlands. Unlike other fox species, the Tibetan fox has evolved into a specialized predator with a highly adapted skull, featuring a narrow jaw, concave forehead, and long canines. Its primary prey is the plateau pika, a keystone species in the high-altitude ecosystem. Interestingly, Tibetan foxes have been observed in a rare form of symbiosis with brown bears. As the bears dig into pika burrows, the foxes wait outside to catch any fleeing pikas escaping from alternate exits. The final name on the list of Vulpes species is the Bengal fox, also known as the Indian fox, a species endemic to the Indian subcontinent. Its range extends from the low hills of the Himalayan foothills and the Terai region of Nepal, through southern and central India, southeastern and eastern Pakistan, and into parts of eastern India and southeastern Bangladesh. The Bengal fox exists at low densities in many areas and is entirely absent from certain regions, such as Afghanistan, Iran, and India's Western Ghats. As an omnivore and opportunistic hunter, the Bengal fox maintains a highly varied diet. Scat analysis has revealed that 85% of its diet consists of invertebrates, 46% includes mammals, 16% birds, and 4% reptiles. A solitary predator, the Bengal fox uses a stalk and pounce strategy to catch its prey swiftly. It also consumes a variety of seasonal fruits, with jarberry serving as a vital nutritional source during the dry winter months when live prey becomes scarce. In the wild, it may scavenge from large animal carcasses left behind by other carnivores. Thanks to this diverse diet, the Bengal fox plays an essential ecological role, not only in regulating rodent populations, but also in dispersing seeds across dry and semi-arid landscapes. Though small and sometimes underestimated, the species within the Vulpes genus continue to prove that evolutionary flexibility and the will to survive aren't defined by size, but by the precision of adaptation to every ecological niche. By understanding their survival strategies, we're also catching a glimpse of Earth's own evolutionary story. And among all these strategies, what do you think is the true secret behind a species' long-term success? Leave a comment with your thoughts, follow the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the exciting surprises coming in the next video.